Welcome back. The United States and Russia set to hold talks early next year as tensions rise over Ukraine. Today, the White House announced the high-stakes talks will get underway on January 10th. The Russian military, meantime, has amassed 10 or 100,000 troops along the Ukrainian border, sparking fears of a possible invasion. Spokesperson for the National Security Council says the talks will be an opportunity for both Russia and the U.S. to put their concerns on the table. Here's NBC's Mike Mamoli.
Brian, it's been 3 weeks since we saw President Biden, President Putin sitting down, virtually at least, aiming to head off a conflict in Ukraine. Then Biden made it clear the U.S., its European allies, were ready to impose severe economic sanctions should Russia invade its neighbor. Putin, of course, had his own demands, including a commitment he was seeking that Ukraine would never be admitted to NATO, something the U.S. has called a non-starter. Now, since that meeting, we've seen U.S. and Russian officials engaging in high-level meetings, including one just last week with National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and his Russian counterpart. Sullivan and other American officials have also been meeting with our European allies, including Ukraine, aiming to present a united front as we head into this next round of talks to deter Russia from escalating any further. In a statement from the National Security Council today, the White House is saying that we are unified as an alliance on the consequences Russia would face if it moves on Ukraine, but we are also unified in our willingness to engage in principled diplomacy with Russia. Now, there has been some de-escalation from Russia. They've moved some 10,000 of their forces away from the Ukraine border. But the Kremlin has said that Putin still has assurances he's seeking from the West, including that the U.S. not provide advanced weapon systems to Ukraine, also that NATO not increase its troop force level in some of NATO's eastern states. Now, as President Biden was taking his dog for a walk tonight here in Rehoboth Beach, he was asked if he himself would be participating in those discussions. He simply said, "We'll see." Now, in addition to those talks with the U.S., Russia will be meeting on January 12th with NATO leaders, and then there'll be a meeting on the 13th between Russia and a broader coalition of Western democracies. Brian?
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.